sister walked into the business I built and said, "Dad's giving it all to me. I have kids to feed." I just smiled and replied, "Take a look at the ownership papers. My name is Chelsea. I started working when I was 16. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. My parents never seemed to have money for me, but somehow always had plenty for my sister Lily, who is 6 years younger than me. I remember the day I decided enough was enough. I needed new shoes for gym class. The soles of my old ones were practically falling off. When I asked my mom for money, you'd think I was asking for a diamond necklace. "Chelsea, do you think money grows on trees?" Mom sighed, reluctantly opening her wallet. "Here's $30. Make it work." $30 for gym shoes. I tried not to show my disappointment. Later that same day, I watched as my parents took Lily shopping. She came home with 3 new outfits, a stuffed unicorn, and a fancy electronic tablet for educational purposes. I did the math in my head. They'd spend at least $300 on her in one afternoon. It wasn't a one-time thing, either. When I needed money for a school field trip, Dad made me explain exactly what educational value it had before handing over the cash with a lecture about responsibility. Meanwhile, Lily would throw tantrums in toy stores and walk out with whatever she wanted. My friend Emma's parents owned a coffee shop called Been There, Done That. One day, while doing homework there, I overheard them talking about needing weekend help. I didn't even hesitate. "I could work for you," I said, surprising even myself with my boldness. They hired me that day. I worked after school and on weekends. The pay wasn't much, minimum wage plus tips, but it was mine. I didn't tell my parents. I knew they'd somehow find a way to take it from me. For 2 months, I worked and saved. I bought myself new shoes, clothes, and even started a small savings account. For the first time, I felt a sense of control over my life. Then came the day it all blew up. Mom and Lily walked into the coffee shop on a Saturday afternoon. I was behind the counter making a latte. The look of shock on Mom's face would have been comical if I hadn't been so terrified. "Chelsea, what are you doing here?" she demanded. "I work here," I said simply, continuing to make the drink. "I have for 2 months now." Mom didn't order anything. She just stared at me, took Lily by the hand, and left. I knew dinner that night would be interesting. When I got home, both my parents were waiting at the kitchen table. The interrogation began immediately. "Why didn't you tell us you were working?" Dad asked.